Chengdu in the Sichuan province is famous for several reasons, including spicy food, a rich history, and of course, giant pandas.
Oh my goodness.
How far are you willing to travel to see one of these?
Look at his face. Oh.
For Governor Bill Walker,
Never seen pandas before.
the answer is about 5,000 miles.
I've seen polar bears and grizzlies and black bears, but I've never seen panda bears. So I'm broadening my bear horizon today.
Considered a national treasure, roughly 80% of the world's giant pandas live here in the Sichuan province, a species on the verge of extinction, which is why facilities like this in Chengdu exist.
Panda Base is a reserve center for giant panda, so we do a lot of job, including reproduction, breeding, and protection.
All right.
Each year, about 4.8 million tourists visit the panda base in Chengdu. And on this day,
It's really cute.
He is, and I think
there were about 50 Alaskans, including Julie Soppe with Visit Anchorage.
this is a red panda. And to me, they look more like raccoons, but all adorable.
While she encourages Alaskans to explore China, she's here to increase Chinese tourism into Anchorage. Interest, which has been gaining support in recent years.
I have seen is more and more people travel from Seattle to Alaska and especially the Fairbanks and Anchorage. So I think in the future, there will be more and more people travel to there.
But in order for a non-stop flight between China and Alaska to become a reality, Chinese aviation representatives say market demand, government support, and whether or not it's a seasonal destination are all considerations. So for now,
Really pretty
So
colors.
beautiful, yeah.
Soppe continues to lobby for non-stop flight service.
Anytime you can reduce a barrier to travel, it makes a great big difference in our ability to market to new markets. And so for China to get direct air service, cutting anywhere from 6 to 12 hours off of somebody's flight time would be an amazing accomplishment.
An accomplishment which could bring more Alaskans to Beijing. Ideally, one flight and one chairlift.
No skis.
Connecting Alaskans to one of the 7 wonders of the world.
Built about 2,000 years ago, stretching more than 13,000 miles across northern China, the Great Wall is perhaps the most recognizable symbol of China's long and vivid history, one which attracts visitors from all over the world and could soon be about a 7.5-hour nonstop flight away from Alaska.
It's just unimaginable how this happened. Look at that. 13,000 miles.
That's Larry Cash. He's the CEO of RIM Architects based in Anchorage.
And just look at it. It's a gorgeous piece of our history, of the global history, of China's history, and the architecture is incredible.
An experience for the second time, which has left this architect with goosebumps. One which he hopes will someday be more easily accessible.
Going to see the wall.
That 7.5-hour flight would be fantastic to open this up to many more people and to open Alaska up to many more visitors.
For now, the size, magnitude, and first-hand understanding of exactly how this wonder of the world could possibly have been built remains a mystery to many.
It gets up to like 20 meters high at some point, which I have no idea how they made that. It makes me kind of believe aliens are real.
As for Larry the architect, real question, could you build this wall?
I could not build this wall, but I'm glad somebody did.
Go! Bye-bye.
Well, the lift is the easiest way to get up the mountain, the fastest and most fun way to get down the mountain, the sports slide. Reporting from the Great Wall of China at Mutianyu, I'm Blake Essen.